Theater Rhino doing Carol Channing impersonations, and who knew how much demand there was for Carol Channing impersonators? I've gotten a lot of
Amazing.
work out of that. So
That is amazing.
yeah,
It
and
was,
I got to meet her and talk to her on the phone, and I don't know, she's a lovely person, so that was really cool.
and she's a San Franciscan,
She is
you know.
through and through.
That's wonderful. So you've got this coming up for Pride. Anything else in the next few months?
Well, I will be performing at Heclina's Tranny Shack, the next Tranny Shack tribute night, which is a tribute to Susie Sue. And that's going to be on July 23rd at the DNA Lounge. And that's, again, July 23rd, 2010, in case you're tuning into this after the fact.
Well, that's good news. Now, the last Tranny Shack, was it purple or
It was Madonna
Madonna?
night, the last one.
And apparently it was they were turning people away.
Yeah, the Tranny Shack is pretty popular, and I mean, you're always lucky to have an audience that they've had to turn people away. So it's sure to be a packed house.
And that's just wonderful, though. I mean, and the audience is so diverse, and you can't say that it's a gay lesbian audience. This is a young, vibrant, life fulfilling
Oh yeah,
audience. They're so excited.
the audience at Tranny Shack is every bit as good as the show sometimes. I mean, I've really seen some amazing, wonderful things happen there just in the audience, regardless of what's happening on stage. It's amazing how many people come through there and just so much support and love that they give. I
It
mean,
is. It's
it's
beautiful.
like you're guaranteed a supportive audience when you perform at Tranny Shack.
And you've got Midnight Mass with Peaches Christ, who's also making movies.
Oh yes, she's such a cool person.
Precious Moments, Michael Soldier, who's also in Pearls Over Shanghai.
Right, and he's in my band as well.
Oh,
Precious
he is?
Moments, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Precious is a long-term pepper spray survivor. And,
I'll be darned. I think
Yeah.
he has mentioned that. I think he mentioned that when he was on the show.
right.
That's
yeah.
amazing. That's wonderful. Because he does sing in Hot Greeks.
Yeah, he's got great voice.
I
So,
was blown away.
yeah, he really can belt it out.
It's so exciting
We
to
always
me.
have to
yeah.
turn his mics down a little when he's not looking.
So who else is producing performance art type drag? I mean,
Oh, there's so many different venues. I mean, there's a lovely woman, Sarah Moore, who's doing stuff lately at the Somar space. I believe that's on Sundays. It's like a brunch drag show. And then, there's Donna Sachet,
I
who
know
does her lovely show
Sir
at the
Francis
Starlight
Drake
Room.
on Sundays.
Yeah. And, and then, I couldn't forget to mention Juanita Moore, who just does
Oh.
so many wonderful things for this community.
She does. She's amazing.
Yeah, and her pride party is, going to be off the hook. So
Juanita, I've begged you before to come on the show.
yes,
Jordan?
Juanita, you should. It's fun.
Thank you, Jordan. I need all the help I can get.
Yeah, well, she's a spectacular person.
She
Really
is.
good
I just
queen.
love her. She was at the Jose party we were talking about, and I didn't recognize her as a man. I did not have a clue.
She's so handsome.
You know,
I know.
she finally goes, Stu, it's Juanita. And I didn't believe it. Yeah.
That's happened with
Yeah.
me before too.
Well, I mean, you're an incredibly handsome man and an incredibly beautiful woman. So,
Oh, shucks.
well, no, I mean, it's the truth.
Thank you.
It's an amazing, the illusions that we can play with, in terms of how we want to present ourselves. So much opportunity. And I remember my mother wouldn't have dreamed of things like that, and I don't think
Right.
people could for a long time. Let's see. You want to take a look at some pictures and tell us
Sure.
where they're from and what's going on?
Slideshow.
Yeah. So,
Let's see. Oh, look at that. Speaking of impersonations, that's me as David Bowie, or Ziggy Stardust, I should say.
I love that picture.
Was a fabulous outfit made by Mr. David. I should plug him too.
Yeah,
Any
please
of you
do.
queens can get in to have something made by Mr. David. Believe me, he does a great job. So that was a really fun night.
Is that a wig you did?
That is a wig I did. In fact, it was so hard to find that color, and then it was a synthetic wig, so we couldn't just dye it. So we ended up having to paint it with this
Oh, my God.
really odd. It doesn't feel good, that wig.
I bet it doesn't, but it looks good.
It looks good, but it's very crunchy.
Excellent. What else have we got here?
Oh, that's me as the Bride of Frankenstein. I think that's at New York's Halloween parade. I usually go to New York for Halloween and avoid the madness in the Castro for the.
Bi-coastal.
Yeah, for the madness of New York. But that was a fun night also. And I think that's the first time I ever did the Bride of Frankenstein drag. And then, like, the next year I got cast as the Bride of Frankenstein, a local stage version of it that
Wow.
was really cool. Maybe there's another picture of it up there, but it was all done in black and white.
Okay.
And it was a really fun show.
Let's move on.
Oh, more Halloween.
Is that in New York also?
That is in New York.
Okay.
And just the mayhem with the village girl.
Okay. All right.
Oh, that's me and my husband, my lovely
Okay.
husband, Tim Highland. And we are, I think we were at Booty at Juanita Moore's New Year's Eve party that night. So
A very handsome couple.
Yeah.
I mean, very, very handsome.
he's such a great guy. I love him so much. Very lucky.
You're lucky and he's lucky. Love.
I'll say.
So moving right. Oh.
Oh, well, that's Linda Carter. I have no idea how that picture got
Oh,
in
really?
there. Yeah, I do
Linda?
a really
You
good,
do good Linda Carter.
Linda Carter drag. That is
'Cause I
not
read somewhere
Yeah.
that different hair, you
My
do some
cleavage is
other
a-
color and there's
Oh, yeah.
different. Okay, we'll move on to. Thank you, Linda.
Oh no, I think we just got into some weird Facebook mess, but
I don't
just,
know.
Just keep going. That's okay. Here we
There.
go. That's David Glamamore, Mr. David. He made those gowns, in fact, and we were doing
Okay.
two little girls from Little Rock there. So I do Marilyn Monroe.
So
as
he's
well.
Mr. David, the designer.
Yes.
Okay.
He is the same as Glamamore, the amazing performer.
Yeah, I just saw clips of him on something. Recent, very recent.
Yeah, he's stellar. She's stellar.
That's fabulous.
So that was a fun night.
Okay.
Ah, that's Jose took that picture.
It looks like
Guzman
Jose
Cook.
with the,
yeah. And that was funny because we were just joking around and he handed me this head and was like, I'm just going to take this picture. And really it was like he took two pictures with that head and of course it was the best one that came out.
Yeah.
So,
It's sensational. I just love it.
yeah. It goes with my macabre side. So I'm a little bit goth.
I love that too. I think you have to be a little bit of everything to really